your thoughts, and let tonight's tale bring you peace. Dand and Akalotha, the Tale of Peace. This story is about a kind human named Dand, and a majestic dragon named Akalotha, who forge a bond of peace. Once upon a time, in a realm where magic and myths intertwined, there lived a kind-hearted human named Dand. Dand was known far and wide for his gentle spirit and his unwavering belief in peace. Near Dand's village, nestled among lush, emerald forests and sparkling rivers, was the cave of Akalotha, a majestic dragon with scales that shimmered like midnight. Akalotha was feared by many, yet Dand saw beyond her fierce exterior. One moonlit night, Dand gathered his courage and set out to meet Akalotha. As he approached, Dand noticed the soft glow of fireflies lighting his path, casting a mystical aura over the journey. When he reached the cave, Akalotha emerged, her eyes glowing like twin sapphires in the dark. With a deep breath, Dand spoke of his desire for peace, and Akalotha listened intently. Unlike the tales of old, filled with knights and dragons clashing in battle, Dandy's vows words were of harmony. Touched by Dand's sincerity, Akalotha's fierce demeanor softened. He revealed that she too longed for peace, but didn't know how to approach the humans without causing fear. Dand promised to help. Over time, Dand and Akalotha worked together, bridging the gap between dragonkind and humans. They shared stories, dreams and hopes, creating a bond stronger than magic. The Lullabies village, once filled with apprehension, began to welcome Akalotha, recognizing her as a guardian rather than a threat. The lush forest echoed with laughter, and the rivers shimmered with newfound unity. Under the same starlit sky, Dand and Akalotha proved that peace was not an impossible dream, but a beautiful reality within their grasp. And so, in this realm, where magic graced every corner, a human and a dragon ushered in an era of peace, teaching all that true strength lies in understanding and kindness. This tale of Dandy and Akalotha was whispered through generations, reminding everyone that even the fiercest of beings have hearts that long for peace. Here's another story to bring you closer to sleep. Magnolia and Kawaii, a tale of new beginnings. This story is about Magnolia, a dream-filled human, and Kawaii, a spirited lizard, who embark on a journey of friendship and discovery, embracing new beginnings with open hearts. Once upon a time, in a quaint little village, there lived a gentle human named Magnolia. She had a heart full of dreams and a soul that yearned for adventure. Magnolia's days were filled with the sweet scent of flowers as she walked in the village's flourishing garden. One sunny morning, she discovered a tiny lizard with vibrant green scales hiding under a leaf. The lizard looked up at her with curious, shimmering eyes. "Hello, little one," Magnolia whispered, her voice as soft as the morning dew. The lizard blinked and wiggled its tiny tail, seeming to understand her kind words. "You seem lost. Do you need a new place to call home?" The lizard nodded slowly, and Magnolia decided to name it Kawaii. From that day forward, Magnolia and Kawaii became the best of friends. They explored the verdant meadows, danced under the golden sun, and shared countless stories by the moonlight. Kawaii, despite being small, had a big heart and an adventurous spirit. Together, they found joy in the little things, the rustling of leaves, the chirping of birds, and the whisper of the wind. One day, as the sun painted the wool in shades of amber and gold, Magnolia felt a pull in her heart. She knew it was time for a new beginning. "Kawaii, my dear friend, I think it's time for us to explore beyond this village," she said. The lizard, pushed on her shoulder, chuffed excitedly. They packed their bags with essentials and set off on a journey to the unknown. With each step, they discovered new wonders, towering mountains, sparkling rivers, and lush forests. They met new friends along the way, a wise old owl, a playful squirrel, and a graceful deer. Each encounter taught them valuable lessons about love, friendship, and the beauty of embracing change. Magnolia grew more confident with each passing day, her spirit shining as brightly as the stars at night. Kawaii, loyal and adventurous, stood by her side, ready to face any challenge. As winter approached, they stumbled upon a cozy little cabin nestled in the heart of a dense forest. Its warmth and charm beckoned them inside. They decided to make it their new home, filling it with laughter, love, and newfound memories. Magnolia decorated the cabin with colorful flowers, while Kawaii found the perfect spots to bask in the sunlight. Their days were filled with joy, their nights with dreams. Through this journey, Magnolia and Kawaii discovered that new beginnings are not just about starting over. They are about growing, learning, and cherishing every moment. Together, they embraced each day with open hearts and an unbreakable bond of friendship. And so, in their little cabin in the woods, Magnolia and Kawaii lived happily ever after, forever cherishing the beauty of new beginnings. Let's continue with another heartwarming adventure. Eerie and Flax, a tale of trust. This story is about the unbreakable bond of trust and friendship formed between a kind young woman named Eerie and a tiny hedgehog named Flax. In a small, quaint village nestled between rolling hills and dense forests, lived a kind-hearted young woman named Eerie. Eerie had a gentle disposition and a compassionate spirit that endeared her to all the villagers. One day, while wandering through the woods collecting herbs, Eerie heard a faint, pitiful noise. Following the sound, she discovered the tiny hedgehog with quills tangled in brambles. Gently, she approached the frightened creature and softly spoke. "It's all right, little one, I'm here to help." The hedgehog, eyes wide with fear, hesitated but didn't flee as Eerie carefully untangled him. She named him Flax for his soft flaxen quills. From that day on, Flax became a loyal companion to Eerie, following her everywhere she went. Eerie and Flax spent their days exploring the village and surrounding forests, forming an inseparable bond. Flax, despite his initial fear, grew to trust Eerie completely. He noticed how she treated every living creature with kindness and respect. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, Eerie and Flax returned home from a day of adventure. Eerie prepared a warm meal, and they both settled by the fireplace. As the flames danced in the hearth, Eerie shared stories of her childhood with Flax, who listened intently, his little eyes reflecting the firelight. Night after night, their trust and friendship deepened. One fateful night, a terrible storm swept through the village. Thunder boomed and lightning cracked across the sky. Flax trembled with fear, calling into a tight ball. Eerie, sensing his distress, "You safe with me?" Eerie's words caught Flax, who uncurled and nestled close to her. The storm raged outside, but inside the cottage, there was warmth and safety. They shared quiet moments, Eerie humming soothing lullabies as Flax drifted into peaceful sleep. Frost had bridged the gap between species, creating a bond that transcended words. When the storm finally passed, dawn broke gently over the village. The world outside sparkled with raindrops, but Eerie and Flax awoke to a new day of promise and hope. Through their trust and mutual care, they had found something truly special, a friendship that would last a lifetime. Let us drift softly into the next comforting tale. Kate and Sakura, a tale of togetherness. This story is about a young girl named Kadi and a sunbeam spirit named Sakura who build a deep bond and show the power of togetherness. In a quaint village surrounded by dense forests and misty mountains, lived a young girl named Kat. Friday was known throughout the village for her kindness and curiosity. One sunny afternoon, while exploring the forest near her home, she stumbled upon a beautiful clearing full of bright wildflowers and a small crystalline pond. As she marveled at the beauty, a gentle light began to materialize before her eyes. From that light emerged Sakura, a radiant sunbeam spirit with golden wings and a glowing smile. Though initially startled, Kawaii soon felt an inexplicable warmth and welcomed Sakura. Sakura greeted Katie warmly and explained that she had been watching over the village for generations, ensuring harmony between the people and nature. Intrigued, Katie asked if she could learn more about Sakura and her role. Over time, Kate and Sakura formed a deep bond, sharing stories and adventures. Together, they learned that their strength came from their unity and mutual respect. Katie introduced Sakura to the villagers, and soon the whole village embraced the presence of the sunbeam spirit. The village prospered and the bond between the people and nature grew strong. Katie and Sakura spent many happy years together, and their story became legend. They showed that with togetherness, any obstacle could be overcome, and every heart could be filled with joy and light. Rest well, and may your dreams be gentle and kind.